Welcome everybody, my name is François Letarte and this is my channel JDRD30, a channel about tabletop role-playing games. So, question 19 of RPG Day 2017, which RPG features the best writing? I want to show you a role-playing game. It's a French version that I have, but I think in what I have, this is the one that wins. It's, Discworld, the French version. I want to tell you why a little. Frankly, I don't know much about Discworld. I've heard of it a lot. My fiance is a big fan of that. Many of my friends have read lots of the novels, so I hear a lot about it. I have board games about that world. I have role-playing games, so I should begin to read that. Okay. Well, if you don't know about Discworld, it was written by Mr. Sir Terry Pratchett, and a very successful novel series in all around the world. I must say, some movies came out from those novels, and it is a very special world, kind of anachronic fantasy setting, satirical humor, stuff like that, and very fun to read, from what I've heard. The French versions of those novels, translating a novel is maybe a challenge for something like Discworld, but the French version, is highly succeeds in doing that. The translator, which name, I don't know its name. I've read it someday in the past, but I just don't remember it. But highly succeeded into bringing, what makes Discworld special in French. Okay. So, when you do a role-playing game based on a series or novel, okay, one of the challenge is to keep, the feel of the original art, which might be a real, a real challenge, since game designers are not writers. Okay, so it can be a real challenge. That game, that the French version, really succeeds in that. I don't know about the English version of Discworld. I only have that in English, which is a second supplement of the game. I don't have the basic book for Discworld. But the French version really succeeds in that. It's not the same translator as the novels, but the guy who has made the translation in French was highly inspired by the original translator in order to keep the spirit of Discworld. And when I'm flipping through the book and reading through it, it's a big success. It's very fun to read. I think I could only read that book without even playing it. Okay, it's very enjoyable to read. So I think it's the best writing for that. The translator did a great job into keeping the spirit of the original. It's not just a series of stats for the characters and descriptions of places you can have in the novels. It's more than that. It's the spirit of the game, and this one succeeds in that. The French version is a big success. I have an honorable mention for this question. Some of you might be surprised. Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition, at least the player's handbook. Okay, I must mention it because I was surprised by the quality of and the clarity of this game. Okay, I think it's the most easy version of Dungeons and Dragons I've ever read. It's not my favorite one. As a game master, I'm not interested into getting into that one. As a player, I might get into a game if the game master really believes that it's the best edition for him. So yeah, I can share, the pleasure. But I was highly surprised. I think, the strongest point, in my opinion, of this version was the writing. That's the kind of game I've read, in one draft. I've read it. It was very fast to read, and I understood it at the first glance, which is not the case of every role-playing. Sometimes you have to reread to really feel the subtlety of the rules. Here, it was quite clear, and I think it has reached its goal. So Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition as an honorable mention, but my RPG that I own that featured the best writing is the French version of Discworld. Very enjoyable to read. So that was my answer for question 19. François Leterre, JDRD30, and up to next time, I hope you have as much fun in your life as in your games. Goodbye.